Hello, my name is Eric Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about life is play. This is often my answer when somebody asks me, what is the meaning of life? Or what is the purpose of life? It's a common question, but I would say in full understanding, I'd say play would be the best pointer. In Indian philosophy and spirituality, they say the world is Leela, the divine play. They understood fully well. That's all about play. Now, there was an MD, Stuart Brown, who studied play, and he said play is without purpose. It's purposeless. Play is done for its own sake. Also, he said play is voluntary, and so as there's only the self and voluntarily playing all the parts of the play, there are no victims. You weren't forced to live this. It's a different way of seeing things. But in particular, Stuart Brown talked about purposelessness. And I find that's very true. Because as adults, especially as we're growing into adults, we're indoctrinated and taught that things should have a meaning. Things should have a purpose. And our search for purpose and meaning in everything that we do, including our lives, become a bigger and bigger factor as we grow up. But instead of picking the adult point of view, let's try to think back when we were children. If you were to ask a child who's playing, what is the meaning behind what you're doing? Or what is the purpose of what you're doing? They might just offhandedly say, well, I'm playing, as almost a disregarding of the question. It's like, well, what do you mean you're asking me meaning and purpose? I'm playing. That's what I'm doing. And if you were to push them and say, well, what's the meaning of play? What's the purpose of play? They might look rather confused by this. Or you might get another offhand reply of, well, to have fun. But what is play other than having fun? And so what you're being told is, I'm having fun in order to have fun. Children know full well that play doesn't have a purpose or meaning. We are taught that we must have a purpose and meaning as we grow. And especially when we're doing work. When we're doing work and we're doing something that isn't particularly voluntary, you need to do it so that way you can pay the bills. And so you're looking for motivation. And so it's nice to have a purpose or meaning to hold on to keep you motivated and keep you going. Now, play has, I think, is a very good pointer for what life is. Life is, not only it could be called a game, but it also could be considered a drama, like a theatrical drama. Play has a lot of meanings and potential connotations. Because when we live life, what is it that's going on? If you think about it as a drama, a theatrical drama, in this world, we are people. Somebody will say, I'm a person. But what does the word person mean? If you break it down into the roots, it's persona. And a persona is sona coming from meaning sound and through. And so a person or a persona was in reference to the Greco-Roman masks that they wore in theaters with the megaphone mouths, and it was through which the sound was projected through. And so when someone says, I'm a person, they're saying, I'm a character. I'm a mask. And so that's another way of looking at the play, as it's a series of characters and masks playing their roles. And some people are a little agitated by the idea of it. Well, if this is play and a drama, why are things so bad? But don't people like watching dramas or thrillers or horror? These are very popular genres. And so we like, we like challenge, we like conflict, we like heroes overcoming challenges. And so yes, we don't want things to be perfect. We really don't, because if everything was perfect and there was no challenge and no real anything, it become exceedingly boring. And so when you're looking at the world and you say life is play, it's play like children play like the games. There's so many various games people play, going to work or going to school for a profession, getting a job, getting married, house, cars, children. It's the game of life. It is quite literally the game of life. And then you also have, play as in theater or movies. And this is the way life in the world appears for the Yanni. After enlightenment, it's not a serious thing. Life, the world, it's not a serious thing. It's a drama. It is a divine play. I mean, these are all pointers. But life is play, which means there's no purpose. There's no meaning. Because fundamentally, play has no purpose or meaning. And that's the way life is. So when someone says, what's the purpose or meaning of life? I say life is play. Life is lived for its own sake. It's not something serious. As soon as you try to ascribe a purpose or a meaning to it, you're trying to make it serious. Take a bit more laid-back attitude to life. That'd be my suggestion. But that's it for today. If you like my video, give it a thumbs up or a like. Share it with other people. If you have any questions, post below, please. But until next time, thank you much.